Hello there, Anubis is here. I don't know what about you, but I have a feeling that we are in some kind of hell, because the heat that is now on the street can only be there. And that's why we have a mod review today, called Centralized Climate Control. Thanks to this mod, now you don't have to cut down a piece of wall and put an air conditioner there. We will have a nice look and easy to set up. You can download this mod from the link in description. So we turn to our first example. Sea ice, a small base. We always have problems with electricity on sea ice, so every watt counts. Instead of putting 6 heaters, or God forbid, air conditioners, and spending from the 1000 kilowatts, we are installing a climate control system that will be consume 500 kilowatts in total and heat our rooms. We will return to the power calculation later. Here is such a small base, we have heaters for beauty, almost without taking up space and without spoiling the appearance. Now let's do it ourselves. We are moving into a hot biome. The temperature outside reached 85 degrees and our bison meat will soon dry out and the colonist himself will turn into a steak. So we need to make a cooling system as soon as possible. To begin with, we put our center of our system. There are 2 types of them, small and large. But since we are small settlement, we choose a small one. After installation, select the temperature, for example let it be 17 degrees. Great, now you need to put fans that will be take air. There are again 2 types of them, smaller and larger. I'll take 2 small ones to show that they can be combined. We put them like this. Great. Now they need to be connected somehow. For this, we take a pipe for air. It does not matter what color you choose. Each color is responsible for its own system. We take it and put it like a cable for vents. Excellent. But now the main thing is what we need to cool the room somehow. For this we put vents in each room. There are 4 types of them here. The larger the room, the more difficult to change the temperature in it, and the better vents we put. Since my rooms are not all small, I put the usual wall ventilation in every room, except the kitchen. Super! But no matter how ironic it may be sound, but the air is not transported through the air. So we need to connect it all. For max beauty, I will choose hidden pipes and just simply connect everything. Everyone now see how our rooms are cooling. But what we forgot is about 2 refrigerators with steaks and French fries. They also need to be cooled. We also put a small center. It can be put as a wall by the way. And since we will lower the temperature by almost 100 degrees, we chosen 2 small fans and 1 good vent for example. We connected it all with other pipes and it's done. We see how our lunch will last until we eat it. I also want to note a plus. If a standard air conditioner is a wall unit and its strength is much lower compared to conventional steel wall, then vent in the central climate control mode is a wall object. That is, enemies will not be able to easier enter your rooms by finding a weak spot. And now let's look at the power of cooling rooms. We go to the third map. Now there are not such a critical temperatures, but it shows the average temperature in the average survival in RimWorld. But for the sake of interest, I threw 2 hot waves and look at the results. Outside temperature is 60 degrees. I put 11 degrees on all centers. Our first room, 3 by 5, is cooled by 1 small fan and 1 small vent, 15 degrees. Second room is already 4 by 9, cooled up to 16 degrees, using a wall ventilation and 1 fan. But stop, let's have some more theory and calculations. Each fan, center and vent has an airflow characteristic that directly affects the performance of the climate control. Each vent releases as much air as it passes through the center, and the center can give out as much air as the fan supplies it. From this comes the simplest scheme. I think everything is clear here. Back to the rooms. Room 14 by 14 cooled down to 17 degrees with one good vent. For a 20 by 20 room, it takes a large fan and large vent, but they calmly cooled everything down to 15 degrees. For a room 28 by 28, I took two ledge ventilations. Having taken a room 38 by 38, I have already installed two ledge fans and three ledge ventilations and cooled down to 15 degrees just calmly. Next, for the sake of interest, I decided to make a very large room, 68 by 68, but in the end I was able to cool it down to 16 degrees using one ledge center, 3 ledge fans and 7 ledge vents. As a result, I can say that the mod is very interesting and useful, especially if you use it on the ledge based and the critical temperatures. Again, the mod can be downloaded from the link in the description. I would be very happy if you support the Noise blogger and like and subscribe the channel. Then your favorite pawn will live until the end of the passage. We do not say goodbye.